Back onto the XL125. You'd have seen in a previous video where I got to with it to actually get it started. But now we're going to start getting it cleaned up, start stripping it down and doing a large part of the work that's needed to get it as a rideable, everyday kind of bike, really. I've got a few bits that I do need to put back onto it. I'm not going to do those just yet, because I'm going to start with the jet wash. One of those was the spark unit. I stole this off it on, as you see in the XL250 video, where I was trying to get that started, and I knew this bike ran, so I just wanted to prove it, and I retrofitted that onto the 250, and that did actually get going in the end on its original. And also I nicked the gear lever off of it to try that on the 250, but it isn't the hole isn't big enough for that. So I'm going to get on with the jet wash of it now and get rid of some of this caked on muck, which I'll show you right up underneath the mud guards. It's thick, and it's I'm surprised it got into the country. It hasn't got any anything living in it. It should have probably been quarantined. But yeah, let's have a look at what's stuck up under the mud guards, and you'll see what I mean. There you go, pretty thick all up under there, all up against the front. I mean, some of this is rust in here, but you can see on the fins. And then as we go back, all over that rear swing arm. So we'll get this all cleaned up and kind of see the wood for the trees. Yeah, look, all in here as well. And up under, I don't know if you can see that on the top of the knackered exhaust, just caked on. So we'll get set on this. The jet wash I'm using, it's one I've had for a little while actually. It's turned out to be really good for a price point. It's a Yard Force. Can't remember what the PSI on it was, but it was one that I bought that was not too low, let's put it that way. Yeah, so it was good enough for doing jet washing of cars and things like that. But yeah, let's get on with it. Right, so that's got a lot of the muck off it. See the wood for the trees. Now I know this one runs. You can see in a previous video where I got it going. So what I'm going to start doing now is working around stripping it, cleaning the frame up, giving that a good coat of something. I'm not going to get it powder coated. I'll do a decent-ish paint job on it. New exhaust. You'll see that I've got an exhaust. It was a Chinese one, £70 that fits these. And I actually fitted it to the 185. It's a perfect fit on an XL125 as well. So what I've got to do is some clock fixes. Let's just wipe that off. So we've got a broken needle in both of these. So I've got some needles that I've repaired the 185 clocks. So if you look in that video, you'll see those repairs going on as well. So I won't dwell on it too much in here. I'll just get on and fix it. Clean up the levers. That one's been bent in its time, you can see. So maybe fit a new one on that. It looks a bit kind of thin at that point anyway. And then, yeah, indicators. I know those stalks are difficult to get, so I'll have a look for those. I need a cover for the box. Not sure I'll be able to get that, but look around for something. And as I said, I've got to refit some of the electrics that I took off for the 250. Forks, I will strip down the forks, do the seals, because they're not leaking. There's probably no oil in them. They're not leaking. Those rubbers feel reasonably new, actually. So I think they've been done before, because they're not brittle at all. They're nice and soft. And it's a cold day here at the moment. Rims, showing a bit of pitting. Should be recoverable to a kind of reasonable state. I'm not going to go and get loads of chroming done. It's damned expensive here in the UK. A few bits of electrics to sort out. There's a few little broken connectors. I've got some others now that fit into these. This is a 4-pin one, yes. So I can replace all of those. What else have we got? What else have we got? Yeah, general going over. New chain. Just really strip it, clean it. Head bearings as well. I'll get those apart. Put some new bearings into that, or see what they're like, grease them all up. Don't know if there's any notchiness in them, but I'll have a look when I get those apart. So yeah, it's not masses of work, just, take a long time, but yeah, it's not like I've got to rebuild the engine as well, because I already know that runs. Switch gear all seems to be there. That's a bit of it's slightly broken in there, you can see, but that's fixable. Yeah, let's get this back to a running state. So next videos is starting the strip down. So enjoy the strip down. Okay, so most of it is now stripped. I'm going to leave it on its wheels for the moment, just to make moving it around a bit easier, until I come to a point of getting most of the frame all cleaned up and ready for a coat of paint. A few little things that I need to sort. A new slider for that, that's well worn. That's about it really. The frame's in pretty good condition. Forks, a little bit of pitting in the top. The lower parts are fine, but new fork kit's going to go into that, polish up the fork legs, and this is what's come off. So the exhaust is toast, so I'll get a new one of those. The carb we know is working because I had it all running. Got something to do with the foot pegs as well. One of those is a little bit bent. Rear guard is all okay, front guard is okay, and just a general clean-up really. New chain, and that's about it. The loom is all there. I know I've got some wiring to do in the headlight, but yeah, that is it stripped for the moment, and then I'll kind of work from back to front on this as far as getting the frame refurbed. I will check out what the swing arm bearings are like. Judging by this, someone has been pretty good with greasing it, because that's covered in grease on the nipple there. So I'm kind of hoping that they've well looked after it. Despite the fact it was covered in dirt, I do think this is in pretty good condition from some that I've seen. So yeah, next video I will start working on the engine. I need to show you something on that now. There has been a liberal application of a silicone in here, so I'm guessing they had a leak around that gasket, but I'll start pulling all that off and seeing what's underneath it. But yeah, that'll be a simple job, or should be a simple job. Who knows? and we'll give that top end a good clean up. Check out what the pistons are like while we've got that apart and the rings, and get that back together. It shouldn't be too much work, I'm hoping, in that. So yeah, stay tuned and I'll start on this. Obviously I'm going to need some parts for it, so we'll strip it first, see what I need, because I need some gaskets and things like that at least, and we'll go from there. Please subscribe and like, and I'll see you in the next adventure on this XL125.